Exactly. Boys, it looks like we're ready to go live here.
Oh, how lovely. All right,
Straight into the
live.
action. It's going to be ENCE NRG once again, but this time on NRG's best map. ENCE were the ones who picked up trained their best, and we'll see what can be happening here.
Quick rush towards the B-bomb site. Ethan leading the charge. Nobody from ENCE around. They did the opposite of what you want to do, Mohan.
What's that?
They have one player towards B and 4 people going aggro towards Fountain.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Let's see if you match up with the mastermind, Alexi.
I feel like that's just such a default though, just going for B on pistol on CT side.
Yeah.
But I also feel like that the answer. Okay.
Big, That's
Oh
the
my
wettest
God.
bottom we've seen today.
Oh my God, is that
hate
worse
to
than,
see that.
Was that worse than Apex?
That is worse than
That's
Apex.
the wettest bottom
The
we've
MP9
seen
spray?
all day.
The Apex MP9 spray?
Oh, no,
Talk
yeah.
about it.
Nathan is like, I don't want to talk about it.
Where you at? Yeah,
That was
that's
the weirdest
crazy.
round.
You
Yeah,
still
that
won,
was-
though.
Well, so did NRG, thankfully. But
Oh my
that was.
goodness.
Oh, man.
That was-
Cirque.
Wow.
Like, he was on form. Like, he was looking primed to take that.
This is great, yeah.
Can we get a replay of
we
that?
slow this
Just
down
that.
even
Oh,
more?
here we
Slow
go.
down even more.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5, 6, 7, 8,
oh
9, 10,
my
11,
God.
12. Is that 12?
Can we get a slow
He hit him
motion
with
of
one
that?
bullet.
Yeah,
Was that
that
12?
is.
He was 1 for 12.
That's nuts.
Oh.
man. Okay, maybe next round.
We need a slow motion.
Yeah,
of
let's
that.
get
Yeah.
that back.
Can we,
'cause
can, we
that
get
was.
can we get a graphic for wettest bottom award?
No, he is definitely getting that. Here we go, just cleaning
Okay.
it up.
I will say one thing I really like about ENCE's like eco rounds is that they do everything by committee and they do it fast.
You know what they call them?
What do they call them?
The fin air.
Oh,
Thin air. Nice.
I thought you were
like
gonna
that.
make
Like
a
that.
sweet joke there. It's like when we called it Swedish ecos because way back when, like when you played
Actually,
CO rules,
the
you
actual-
would just suicide and spawn when you lost pistol.
Yeah, the real fin air strategy is actually on CT does too when you just rush up middle.
Oh,
Yeah, suicide.
That's like an OG
Well,
thing.
that's
It's
what you did
It's from way back in 1.6.
I mean, you guys brought that out even when you guys were playing in 3D Max, and even before that.
Yeah.
What was the name of that team when you play with?
Curse and
Yeah, it was
Hawks.
Curse. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Curse. Man,
That's 6,
Old
7
strats
years
never
ago.
die.
No, why should they?
I mean, eventually the meta will come back to a point where they are efficient again, right?
What was the name of the strat on Inferno where everyone nades down banana and then runs to A? That's like people have been doing that for 20 years.
I don't think that has. I think it's just like a nade banana. Like I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that.
Not very
Not
inspiring.
very educated. Okay.
Dropping the old school statics here. This is unbelievable.
You
None
can
of
have the snake and everything, like all those kind of things that just are mainstay.
I'm just gonna say none of the aggression I
VP
was
Snake.
advertising earlier.
Yeah. Still a pretty good setup, though. 2 on
Yeah.
site, 1 long. They can hold this. I really don't like when Ts only go through bathrooms, but
Sure.
they can smoke long, at least, if they want to, and then they have 2 on the site.
How do
They
you
have
feel?
to fight.
Well, how do you feel about again, like with because they're low utility, because of it's a 3rd round buy? Shouldn't they be aggressive?
Yeah, I feel like it, but then it does help if Aloe gets all these headshots with an AWP.
It works.
That needed to be a kill.
Oh, that was a good flash. Wow, that actually helped
But
a
this
lot.
is
they don't know
that
about
was
Oh, they
Right,
just forgot about him completely?
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
If only he was a little bit more patient.
Yeah, if you knock that first one
Took
down
a
right
steeper
away.
angle.
Yeah.
Could see more. Get more information.
Guess guy number 2 first.
But hey, I mean, you know, but we're backseat driving here, so
That's true.
It's our specialty.
yeah,
It's a lot
exactly.
easier from here.
Exactly.
They can potentially get on the bomb if they'd like to, but they don't have kits.
Yeah, I think this is get
good
out
bait.
of town.
Oh, wow. Dude, these flashes are so good. I mean, some of them are only slightly hitting them, but it's just enough.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't feel NRG are as good on Overpass since the swap from Fugly to Terry. I don't think they're as much of a dominant side, at least on their CT sides.
Yeah, Fugly
But I
actually
think
had
that's
some
a-
very complicated roles where he would follow Cirque around with Daps. and
Yeah.
then They'd go help him op A. They'd help him push to B. And now Tarek has to come in. It's like there's very specific protocols
And
they
it's a
follow.
very different kind of way of playing from what Turk is used to in his former teams, right?
Yeah.
But again, like it's still early days in that sense, so they might have got improved, significantly on that end. It's not like they were bad by any means either. They just were not as dominant because they were, in contention for being one of the world's, or if not the best team in the world on Overpass for a time.
Yeah. I made a video just about Cirque on this map because he was so good.
Oh yeah,
So
just felt hopeless going towards A.
yeah.
Then you got Ethan and Breezy playing lights out on B. It's like, yeah.
Oh. An opportunity missed.
Not a
That was
ton of
awkward.
info there. The counter boost. Try
I
to
feel
get
like
it
I can
correct.
never use any sort of boost on this B site without getting spammed to death whenever I play.
They have 4 smokes, so do you know what they're going to do? Are they just going to wait to see which site is picked and then they just re-smoke it?
I'm not sure,
Or
but
just
probably, I
hoping
mean,
to be?
it does seem like trying to delay it as much as possible.
But,
So
Try to force them to do like a hasted decision, basically.
So what's your take on this? Like, where do you smoke off on the B bomb side? Because I was playing a bit with Maniac, and he had the philosophy of you never ever smoke off short on B. All of your smokes from the designated B holders go towards monster every single time.
That's interesting. I never actually given that much thought. I thought both would be pretty good to smoke, but
Yeah, like I figured, like I get the idea because then you kind of close off one section of the map,
Yeah.
or one entrance to the bomb site. But oh, okay,
well,
That's not
bit
good.
eager.
okay. Well, it looks like NRG are picking the correct sites. We'll see if everything goes swimmingly now. Sergey's gonna look like he might have walked through the smoke, but he'll.
This is a situation where
Be safe
like the
about it.
smoke bloom could have been, the old smoke bloom could have been funky, right?
Yeah, has anyone actually had the time to try and like investigate on?
We just asked all the players
They
who've
just
been
synced
here.
it up.
They say that it's equal on both sides.
All they did was make it server side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a massive change though.
It's huge.
Yeah,
Should have been done 7 years ago.
exactly. I was gonna
Well,
say.
they're careful about what they choose to make server side. So if they made everything server side, cheating wouldn't even be possible. But the reason that things have to be client side is because the game has to have like a low enough latency and input delay.
Yeah.
But if they make things server side, that makes it harder to have that.
More choppy and stuff too,
Yeah,
right? Like
so-
if the registration are both server side, then you have situations in which we could both die at the same time. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
of,
that's
like,
not
flight
possible
time,
right now. Yeah. So they like blood spatter and stuff that doesn't matter. They try to make that client side so that it's fine, but bodies spawning differently for people, that could be a problem. But
Ragdolls,
They wait
yeah.
until people make noise about it because they don't want to make too many things server sided.
Like that's been a thing actually, which is kind of weird. Like how ragdolls, if you're far enough away from a player that dies on one side of the map, and you're
view
on the opposite
distance
side,
of
when
the
you
model,
get
yeah.
back to that point, if there's the same person who's defending that bomb site, that ragdoll can still be there. But for the guy who's been rotated around from the other side of the map, he won't have that ragdoll, and it can
Yeah.
actually obstruct vision. Which is why, like, back in CSS, you'd have ragdoll physics that you could actually remove. So the second they die, they just kind of disappear from the map.
SV_ragdoll physics enable 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, you would remember that.
I know, trust me.
It was like one of the must-have commands
Yeah.
in Source. Pikmit was for a while as well until that got
Pick
forced by
-5,
Z-Block.
you could have like Minecraft CSS. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
You could
A lot of
change
fun.
textures.
Yeah, the picnic. It was like it made it like just like almost 2D.
Lego.
Like you removed every single texture
Oh,
from the game.
okay.
Which is great for
Ooh.
FPS.
Damn, that's huge. And they don't know for sure if that's also the monster player they killed. They just know that it's like one of the right side players, so that makes monster significantly weaker. But CTs can obviously move back into that position.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Put it around.
A reverse
It's a lot of
spam. That's
value.
crazy. Tell us about how mad you are right now, Alu. Or Alu. I know.
Ollie's probably pretty mad too.
Yeah, he's not probably happy, is he? I'm not mad.
He's like, guys, what the fuck is going on B?
Why you die? Nah, he's a stone cold guy in these type of situations.
Oh shit. Yeah, he only saw one, so I mean, but his teammate is rotating to CT as well.
Oh,
Ugh.
That's kind of
unfortunate.
awkward.
Still should go down though. This could get dicey.
Nice.
Now you run away.
Oh my goodness.
He spotted the boost.
So no one's below.
That's awkward for you.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
But yeah, they're just too far. So they forfeit this round. NRG go up 5-0. At least we get an AWP and an M4 recovered for ENCE. They get to play this again.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Tarek's playing this so smart too. Get both. Okay.
They're gonna save the op though, probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, as long as Circus doesn't go towards Underpass, he should be fine.
Anyway, what an interesting round. Kill from a boost.
It was,
Spam
yeah.
kill.
Before they come into the site.
Yeah, basically the round was over before there was any commitment anywhere.
Nature of the beast, though, right? Overpass, a lot of designated boosts, lots of spam spots, lots of waiting for people to get boosted. There's so many. Now people are trying to go against the norm of like standing right by the wood, but standing on a teammate's head on an off angle to look through a different angle.
Sure.
Yeah.
To look through the door. Sometimes in heaven, trying to just line up a spam. It gets kind of annoying, but that short water control is so important because that's where you throw all your nades from.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the ENCE guys will start doing like they have these pretty cheeky like ENCE plays towards B short once they start recognizing that the T side is trying to take it over all the time. Well, they just have a couple of really, really good flashes, and they'll push in with like 2 guys. That third supporting from short, like deeper down.
Yeah. Nice bomb denial. Still alive.
Not too shabby.
Beat spotted.
Legs being spotted.
He's just gonna hope that he didn't see him.
They might just
Swing
sit
it up.
outside Monster for the rest of the round.
He's not. But
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, that couldn't have gone better.
He just
for ENCE.
runs there, huh?
It's actually a 2v2 right now, so
yeah,
we'll see if something crazy can happen. Ethan will be
dies
first to
here.
take contact. He's playing the headshot barrel, so he's
That's a
stuck into a pretty powerful spot.
that's a very
It's going to be
powerful
very difficult to kill him from here, and it's a clean headshot to ensure his safety. But he gets traded 1-for-1. There's no kid, unfortunately, for LXCB, so it doesn't seem like there's hope in winning the round. Just run over both an op and a smoke and a Molotov. So
no, just a smoke.
just a smoke. Oh, smoke's easy. I see.
Yeah.
And he gets away pretty clean. Nice. Not bad.
Yeah, for ZZ investment, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's getting really dicey here for ENCE too, because look at NRG's money overall. There's a lot of rounds here that
Yeah.
they would
Was
have
that
to reset them
16k
on.
on Cirque? Yeah, it is.
Wow, did he touch that? Yikes.
6-0-2 for Cirque right now.
Cirque was a big question mark, you know, coming into the event, and just because some of his lab performances aren't that good. Everyone knows he's good, but
Yeah, it just hasn't been living up to the same kind of form that we saw in 2018.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair,
I
is
mean,
really damn hard.
If you think
Yeah.
of this team, I feel like their biggest issue has to be like psychological side of things because of remember what happened at that minor last summer?
Oh,
Face it.
yeah.
oh my god. Lost to Complexity and United to get knocked
Yeah,
out of
so
major.
like, and it's kind of been a bit of a trend. You know, there are situations as well, right, where they've had the upper hand, they've been favorites, and just not being able to deliver. What happened at the previous major as well?
This major, yeah. So this major, they won the minor cleanly. They didn't
Yeah.
lose a single map.
Sure.
Then they won the first stage of the major without losing a single map, and then they went 0-3.
bombed out.
Yeah. So
My favorite part of all that was when Yanko put them as the 0-3 pick.
Oh, that was simply out
Just
of
because of Chet, because
Yeah.
Chet picked MIBR as the 0-3 pick last major, and then he was right about it. It's amazing. Like, wow.
the cheeky retweet on Twitter afterwards. So, yeah.
We don't deserve this kind of content.
Ariel's had a rough start.
How
to
did
the year.
Ariel die there?
He's 0-1-7.
Has he still been playing 80 hours a week?
Probably
Probably
I
had
don't
to-
know.
He said he played 160 hours in the
Yeah,
last 2 weeks before.
I mean he is a
last.
bit of an addict. So
That's awesome.
He does play a lot.
What more can you ask for?
gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
it looks like he took a step because the bullet went into the floor.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Wow. ENCE player is just getting melted.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
I also
Didn't
thought
mean to
like
rub it in.
every game ENCE has had so far, Ariel has had a really rough first half, but
Yeah.
then he makes up for it like threefold once they get into the second half. Might be too late. I
Really
guess,
gonna have
like,
to make up for it, the 7-0
Yeah,
deficit
no.
on the
Yeah.
side. Really gonna have to step up.
I think like when they were playing Nuke versus Liquid, he had 4 frags or something in the first half, then ended up with 22.
Damn.
So
I mean, he plays a really pivotal part on that CT side. He plays out guard,
yeah,
just hogs people. It has to do with a lot of confidence. So I don't think they would have really done that comeback if he hadn't had that amount
that's
of
fair.
kills.
Yeah.
So I hate to pry about this, but like, okay, so what's Ariel like as a person? What can you tell us about his personality? When he's like, if he's not on camera, just like, you know, just hanging out.
With the boys.
Yeah, what kind of guy is he? What makes him tick?
What kind of guy are you?
I feel like I talk all the time, so you kind of have an idea.
that verbal diarrhea
Well, he
going.
doesn't talk much, as you would expect.
So it's okay. So it's not like.
Well, actually, it's, you know, where the guys are actually pretty social when the cameras are not rolling.
Yeah, so I want to know about that, man.
But it's nothing to really write home about. Nothing special, honestly.
He's like a pretty normal guy.
yeah, just a normal guy, right?
Normal
Likes to
dude,
play a lot of
normal
Counter-Strike.
Just a
Weird
cool
going
guy
on
plays
London's-
Counter Strike.
Plays a lot of Counter-Strike.
Man, that's hella relatable. You know?
But he's yeah, but he does have insane work ethic. He could just DM day in day out. So
By the way, I'm not
That's
sure
really
like
cool.
if this is like a concerted effort from like you guys like behind the team or something, but the fact that you started throwing out, you know, different players for interviews and basically like interacting with, you know, the viewers and or like the fans and everything.
Right.
More so. Is that like them pushing for it, like the players wanting to do so? Or is that you guys just like actually just
let's,
pushing them out into the spotlight?
put it this way, we've encouraged a bit,
Yeah.
bit of you know change.
Yeah.
Can't always be LXCB
Yeah, no, exactly.
because you know you don't learn unless you do it. right? So
That's very true. Like, you feel more confident once you've like gotten the first interview out of the way. Like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, it wasn't that terrifying as you might have expected.
exactly.
Because I think it was like, yeah, for Blast Madrid when Ariel won the MVP, like he obviously had the interview with the desk afterwards.
Sure,
So it's like the first time you hear him speak, and God knows how long you're like, damn,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah, that's cool.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
but he's able to answer for himself and everything. So
Yeah.
there's not like
I
this
think it's
mute.
part of the process as well. You can't just be a player, right? You need to brand
be-
yourself a
yeah.
little bit more. You need to get your face out there. People know.
People
like,
can
what you're
actually
like
like
as a person and stuff. Like
Yeah.
relate to you a bit
That's
more.
the long-term play, right?
Yeah, right. That's
have
the
to
whole
think
thing.
about
You
it.
can't just be on the server. It has to be.
And your content's doing really well, right? Like,
Yeah, and the cool thing is that actually, like, the first 6 months of the team was also documented by the Finnish TV channel Yle. They created a documentary that was like a 30-minute.
did that catch the major or like a long time ago?
This was like from the beginning of the team aim to until they won the Star Ladder last October.
Oh, boom.
So that was
That's
the
cool.
first 6 months, and then we started doing our own stuff in January, basically. So they got used to living with cameras in their faces for the first 6 months of their existence as a team.
Okay, so the first successful round that NRG have, or ENCE, excuse me, they stop it in the default at least.
Well, let's see if it's a similar tale we had in the first map. It was 7-1 scoreline for
Yeah.
NRG. And
That's true.
Do you like playing from behind?
And then NRG got left in the
it
dust.
seems to be a bit of a thing for this team, yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's something we need to address. How to get the engines going from the get-go instead of halfway through the game.
Like
Would
what-
help.
Oh, like I'm not sure if you have the numbers in your head, and I haven't looked it up, but like your pistol stats roughly
Our shit.
pretty bad, yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, okay.
Damn. that's-
Dreadful.
Is that like a concerted thing
That's-
you look
that's
through in
rough.
practice?
Because pistols are kind
I
of
was-
random, but you
I
gotta
don't know
stay
that
around
part.
50-50.
Yeah, because
Huh?
it's kind of wild.
Because pistols are kind of random, but you got to stay
Sure.
around 50-50, right?
Yeah. It's definitely not great.
Just got to kid them all out.
It's
5
become like a
deagles.
running joke at this point, right?
You're like,
Yeah,
haha,
maybe
guy's
5
so
Eagles,
funny.
why not? Huh?
You're like, haha, guy's so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Can we stop this, please?
You got to even clauses in their new
we
contracts.
get some-
Like every time you win a pistol round, you get like $500.
Maybe
There you
that's
go.
it. Maybe,
Incentive.
Maybe that's it. No, but I mean, the funny thing is we got some pretty good pistol players too. Like Ariel and Sergey, I think are really good. And Alexi B, especially with the Deagle.
I think X7 is actually pretty
X7,
underrated.
yeah,
with a pistol,
exactly.
Yeah.
He's really good. So
It's not any bad
it
ones.
is- no, I mean, it feels like it's a bit of a
It's
pickle.
weird.
It
Yeah,
might
it's
just
weird
be
that you're not
unlucky,
winning
man. I
more.
swear pistols are random. Strats don't have to be complicated. Just gotta hit shots.
Sometimes. I mean, even if you don't, you just win sometimes. Like Exhibit A's Dirk on short.
All right, so
Wow, this
flash
is a
take.
setup.
Yeah, there's a bunch of nades coming. It's a partial full execute, partial like running here. They
It's a nice flash.
smokes down on the site. Wow, but they want to isolate the player back dice, and they do both. They both the bank player. Even Cirque gets a trade on Optimus, so that's the rotator coming in, leaving X7 alone to try to go for the retake. He's got stuff to lose. I suppose. Oh my God! Whoa!
Okay.
That could have been sick.
Started to believe.
I appreciated that.
Yeah, would have been around with 4 alive.
Yeah, it feels dicey for me, like to see teams playing so passively, especially when you go up against a team like NRG who, again, are well versed on Overpass, and
Yeah.
again, like they're good with executes. If you give
Exactly.
them room,
I was
right?
gonna say, like,
To give 'em a lot
you
of
have to
space.
disrupt with them before they get to do these type of
They
executes.
Yeah,
threw,
'cause how
they
do you-
threw like they threw that smoke outside of bathrooms on the left side, but they didn't really play around it. They didn't have anybody pushed up onto the wall, standing on the dumps on the garbage, trying to fight. They fell back onto the site once that smoke was gone, and then played dice.
Yeah.
Which is not. It's just that's so easy for the tees.
Yeah,
It's like very few
The big
teams
thing
are-
is, I feel like
I like the energy to
either
execute too.
either you try to interrupt right before they get anywhere near executing, or you have to kind of find that timing, the split second when the smokes and mods are coming in, where you're just gonna have a couple of sick flashes. You just kind of take aggressive moves, right?
Yeah.
You try to fiddle down the numbers as much as possible before they get the bomb site control, because inevitably they'll probably get it. I mean, just
Yeah.
how the A bomb site is set up, right? You're probably gonna lose control as a CT unless you just dominate them
Yeah.
right before they get there.
And there's other things you can do too. You can hold on to short, so you can have a fast flank at least, and then play passive on the A site, so you don't lose too many people. Just kind of play retake a bit. It is quite an open site, so there's always that option. But props to NRG. They lose the one round, they come back strong the next one. A super good look on the A site, and I like the execute they use where they don't smoke off between long and the dice box, and then they use their long players and their players on
To pinch.
bathrooms to
Mhm.
like
Get
kill
an
the guy
angle.
dice
Yeah.
box. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
because sometimes you smoke that whole thing off, and then the CTs just start like spamming, lining up nades, just pretending they're going to go for a retake, and they get too much damage in for free.
I'll Alu's done a bit of a mission here.
Mr. Shotgun.
It's like an alligator just...
Hello.
Alligator?
Alligator. Yeah, no, I've seen that. Wait, somebody made an alligator picture.
Really?
I'm pretty sure you're right, actually.
Yeah. I think that was when me and Connor were casting EPL, and we said alligator, and someone put his face on the head of an alligator.
Would have been so good if you used the auto shotty instead now.
There's another one. Oh, what's going on here?
Well, here's the alligator.
Aloe vera, I think was another one I asked for.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Got to put some aloe
work,
vera on that.
Yeah, aloe vera. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, aluminium.
Aluminium. Okay. Nice.
How many of these do you got?
You're funnier
were-
than I thought, man.
That was
Keep
it.
going. Keep going. Yeah.
You know how it gets in Pro League, right? You got to come up with stuff sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Gotta
was a big
entertain
plan.
yourself.
Put yourself out there.
I'm out. That's it.
All right.
That's everything.
We'll give you some time. I mean, we've given Henry time to figure out something for the quiz.
He's got it.
I've been actually, since we've been talking about that, I have a lot of questions prepared.
You've worked things up?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
After
good.
that, maybe we'll do a couple of them.
He's been back there plotting.
All right, we'll see if ENCE have something plotted for this round. At least more of an aggressive stance over towards A. Got one player up.
Can you tap the mic? I can't even tell if it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It is, yeah?
Hello, is this
No,
thing
it's
on?
definitely
Okay, yeah,
on.
they just
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
it down. That's what they did.
Oh, because maybe we...
They
They
heard
heard
our...
us,
oh,
yeah.
again. Ethan's been finding, like,
Wow.
4 wall banks
Dude,
now?
he's been like Nico, just coming out short,
Yeah.
like pulling. Oh, that's a great spray. Holy smokes.
That's important as well.
That's a great spray.
They regain, like, short control for a time being. That's so big.
Some would say the next kill is very important.
That is very true.
A more kitschy commentator, you know? Not us.
Not us, no, obviously
No, we're
not.
very-
It's
we
the same
keep it
thing
fresh
with
every
you know,
round.
always the same with like the pistol round is so important. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. It's the same thing with if you're an interviewer, right? Of like, how do you feel?
It's
or
tough.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
right? It's a very basic question, but
Yeah.
I feel like
It can
even
be
though you know
correct
the
at times.
answer,
Yeah.
like you just have to say it, right? Like
Sometimes, yeah. Oh, well, the body shots are in. Tarek goes out 1 for 1.
Alu's a
Wow, Alu
madman.
really wants to get in the fray. And he makes a ton of noise, but I guess he realizes this is a call to action. Unfortunately, Cirque is just given too much heads up by all of the Mola damage that was taken by him. And then X7 is here. And they do have him as a rotator because he did get short control, but there's no one else here to help him sandwich the players on the A side. It makes it a whole bunch harder for him to win this round. But he'll move in despite this. He's got an HE, and unfortunately no one's within 50. It's actually 2. That could have been cool if Tarek didn't move and he was moved over more to the right, but he's still got to split up this crossfire and a smoke to try to bait out some action, but Tarek from the bank in a very safe spot takes him out, and NRG get to double digits nice
Yeah.
and early in the 11th round.
What's that money looking like?
Not great on the side of ENCE.
for energy, we're looking at pretty decent. I think we have
They've
someone
been
5.9, 5K.
This is post-buy as
Yeah,
well.
we have a lot of money.
They've been
here.
getting
Max
so
7 out
many
again.
early round
They can
kills
buy
this
out.
game. It's
Yeah.
So
not
many
even
early round
funny.
kills?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan especially.
I don't
man.
know. Yeah, Ethan has, like, ESP going on.
Not today, young man. Got to stay healthy, guys.
Yeah, you brought that up, and he's just been pushing out short by himself, spamming through the wood.
Yeah. It's
And he probably feels so confident now. He's like, I know exactly
Yeah.
what they do. Like, this is my spot. So they're changing it up a little bit. There's actually 3 leading into B without the bomb. But what a shot from X7. Oh my god.
It'd be too much.
That'll be a little bit too much for Ethan.
It's so weird. Henry's just like somewhat talking in the
Having-
background,
having
but not
chats.
really. There we go.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's
I'm
having a
back,
chat
I'm
with
back.
James.
Yeah,
He's waking up, I was gonna say, but having some banana and some nuts.
some nuts. Yeah, some nuts.
You gotta have-
banana and nuts.
You gotta have the
banana.
nuts if you have the
Combo.
banana, you know?
Absolutely,
They just
absolutely.
go hand in hand.
Okay.
James is a very healthy boy. You know, takes good care of himself.
Big, strong lad.
Big, strong lad, nice muscles. You know,
Nice muscles.
probably from the banana and the nuts.
Oh, God.
Back to the
Anyway.
game. It's
game of kind
4
of
on 4.
Could you imagine, someone at just the Arnold Classic just describing a bodybuilder and like, wow, nice muscles on this
Yeah,
one.
real nice muscles.
What do you mean? It's a compliment.
It is. No, it's very
men
plain.
never gets compliments. Have you noticed that?
That
we
is
never
who
get
does it?
compliments. No, we never, ever.
Men?
I guess, well,
when a white man
You never get a
break.
compliment.
Yeah, no,
Right,
yeah,
when
we
you
have to
get a
live.
compliment.
Yeah, I know. We try so hard, too.
And it's weird, right? Like when you give someone a compliment, it's weird now all of a sudden. Anyway, this is a very important round 2-on-2 situation. Bomb down and very low here on HP. Looking pretty bad. Nice shot from Ethan. 2-on-1 situation, just leaving Alu
Wow,
alive.
man.
It's not gonna happen. NRG 11-1.
Are you
And
gonna?
we're back to the shit talking. All right.
Yeah.
Back to the bananas.
We're
I
doing
will,
a great
say
job.
though, like if you're not used to getting compliments from other guys, befriend Henry.
No,
Henry
I
actually
agree.
gives a lot of
yes, I
compliments.
agree. Yeah, Henry is
Yeah.
such lovely. I actually like do pay attention to you. Like he looks.
That's
at
because he
big-
always tears you down, and then he has to
Builds
build
you
you
up.
up a
Well,
little
I mean,
bit.
yeah,
you know?
well, yeah.
Takes you
Yeah.
up a
I
little
was
bit,
gonna
and then
be
you don't
su-
notice. You think he's like a sweet guy.
You're seeing through my my offensive
That's
plan
what
here.
it
Like
is.
I think it's good at being a sociopath.
No, I think.
But it's very effective. I'll say that much. You know, Alex sees through as well. Machines called me out on it a few times, but
Oh yeah, I've been missed it for sure.
yeah.
Is
At
Ethan
least
gonna get
you're woke,
another
you
kill?
know.
He's never done that to me.
Aw.
It's just very nice to me. Always, every single time. Henry's just such a lovely lad.
Oh,
Loveliest of lads.
Now you sound like you're getting paid.
I gotta be professional here, Launders. You know.
This boost, if this gets another kill, they're gonna be
Again,
tilted.
I
Oh,
think every
Daps-
single round,
Yeah, it's been-
NRG's been
oh,
getting
yeah.
it early
Did
pick.
Daps just win that in stairs or?
No, underpass, wasn't it? Yeah, no,
Oh.
yeah, stairs underpass. Yeah.
There you go. We do get a 4-on-4. It's the same thing. We did watch yesterday on Overpass. They did the same thing. That just felt like, oh, it's vitality. Just felt like they needed the entries of Saiwu just like pushing up mid every single round. It kind of feels similar to ENCE here. Like they keep on losing that entry of like wanting to make some plays.
This
Yeah.
is big though.
But
from
NRG's been
Malu.
playing really smart here. You know, like they take over stuff fast and then just hold. Talk about nice job by Alu.
This is crazy. I haven't
big
seen
push.
ENCE down this many rounds in a long time. It's a lot. I don't
Oh, breezy.
know. And it doesn't seem like.
The major final on Inferno.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Wasn't Liquid
Yeah, that was a
game,
quick Inferno.
Wasn't the Liquid game they just played this half was like 11-3 or something too?
12-3.
They played versus
12-3.
Liquid.
Yeah, on Dust
Okay.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was when we were not casting. So.
All right, this is a good, promising sign.
There we go. Back on the board, 11-2.
Okay, so they win default again. They didn't. They haven't won a round versus an execute. They haven't won the round after the bomb is down.
They haven't won a lot of rounds. just in
no,
total.
exactly.
Well,
there's,
the only
two on
time,
the
the only,
board.
the
Two on
only
the
kind
board.
of round
Let
they,
me remind
they haven't
you.
won a round versus a rush. The only kind of round they've won is versus a default.
Mm-hmm.
Like why they just win their individual duels.
And even
They at
then,
least
like,
traded it after they got the
I
fighting
was
score
gonna
right
say,
away.
I was
so-
gonna say, even this round, they lost the entry there.
Yeah.
It's a 5-4 situation.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened on round 1, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like NRG's been getting those early picks a little bit too easy, especially towards the B short. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
Ethan's been terrorizing them.
Oh, Cirque is moving quick.
Oh,
X7's
ready
been
for
aware,
it.
man. He's looking. He's gonna get the Ren Award of Prescience. I'm telling you.
we forgot what that word was. We are trying to work out what your award was.
Yeah.
Earlier today, we couldn't think of the word.
Oh,
Prescient. Okay.
well, it's okay. I
Like
keep
the Game
forgetting
Sense
the
Award?
wet ass whatever.
The sloppy
thing.
ass.
So-
I think it was called.
sloppy ass.
Who's that? The fifth flower and sloppy asshole.
Wet bottom.
no, that was the first round. You missed a major Cirque.
Oh really?
Oh my God, did you see it?
Oh, the Cirque round on pistol was insane.
Oh.
It was worse than Apex's round.
Yeah.
The-
With
yeah,
the
yeah.
MP9.
Absolutely.
He just gives
Well, he
it
answered
a-
back.
Apex was
Oh,
just behind us, just FYI for people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
obviously don't see it. No, yeah, we're
That's
good.
funny. That's funny.
It's all in
You
good
know,
fun, guys.
we asked NBK about that too, and he said he
Just
doesn't
like,
want to talk about
yeah.
it. So we got the
Just
finger.
left immediately.
Yeah, we got the middle finger from Apex. So I think it's
Hey, Twist said "fuck you" to me earlier.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
He's such a quiet,
He
like,
was sat
nice
here,
guy. Like,
and I
he
just
never
called.
even
He
talks.
goes, "Oh yeah, we had the old liquid
liquid thing,
situation," and then he
uh-huh.
goes, "I said, oh, what liquid situation?" As a joke,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Oh fuck you."
Finally, someone stands up for him.
I was like,
Damn.
"Jeez," I was like, "All right."
I respect that. Love you
so
for
good.
that.
I
And then it
respect
took him
it.
about
I do respect it as
and
well.
then about 2 seconds before he excused, like
that
said
first
sorry.
time your son like shouts back at you, like
Yeah.
it's like, wow, all right.
No, it's funny because
Right.
both.
No.
I feel both Twist and Leash, you know, are less introverts, I guess, like more outgoing, like a little bit more like you would
Yeah.
never hear Twist say "fuck you" to you like 2 years ago.
Twist-
Yeah,
Not
they're not as
necessarily
timid
you, but to
Well, no,
anymore.
anyone.
they come up here on the mic. Like,
That's what I
without
mean.
being
This is
invited.
great. Yeah.
No,
they're
the
really-
first time I interviewed Twist, Joka Steve told him in front
what's
of
going
me.
on the server, by the way?
It's a one of two situation
It's
here.
good night from me.
bombs-
Take it away, Nazi.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Bombs
a
down.
4-on-2, by the
Oh,
way.
was it okay? Well, let's talk about it.
Now it's a 1-on-2.
It's got to be a one-on-one.
Awkward situations here. Kind of testament to what's being done. Like,
Wow, just timing.
I might need to step into that room and
No,
you know,
he's
go
like,
shout.
just be like,
Started to build up a bit.
What are you guys doing?
you can tell that that's just like just in the back of your mind, like of the fact of AK versus AUG. Like as soon as an AK drops, you see it, you just pick it up. Doesn't matter if you have an AUG, you
Yeah.
just take it. Like there, in
I
that
love
situation,
AKs.
like like you have an AUG already. You don't really need the AK.
Yeah.
If anything, that situation is probably better with an AUG.
Well,
Depending
yeah.
on where the
Okay.
opponent is.
I still
No,
think
you're
it's like the
splitting-
one.
You're really
one-tap-
splitting hairs like it's so good.
It's the one-tap possibility.
I need to drink.
You wanna? Well, we're
All
bringing in
right.
Josh here. Josh.
Got another game tonight. Got another.
Or negotiating with Steel right now, but
Yeah, we
oh,
haven't
that's
had-
quite a spray. Good hold here from Ariel.
It's a great splash from X7 as well.
Jarek gets that one for free. Okay, so 3v2 established. Lexi B will get one in the back, and there's 2 remaining coming out of Monster. He'll be
Well,
happy
they
to
done
see
a
that,
molly.
but he doesn't have a teammate here to help just yet, and Cirque make sure to be proactive in that situation.
They're not
Now,
gonna
they don't,
expect
They don't
that.
know where Sergey is rotating in from, but it depends how long he takes if they're going to be aware of this flank. Hopefully, he's got enough time to at least make it competitive.
It's the
They'll
first
come
time
up
they've
around this.
rotated around for Monster.
So, yeah, it looks like they have no idea that this is happening. And it could be the spray down. He actually
Oh, no.
readjusts just in time to avoid taking even any damage.
Oh, why did he
He'll have a second fight as well.
Why did Ethan shoot?
Wow, that was
Might
pretty
have.
nicely done.
You could tell, like,
he thought he saw something.
Yeah,
Obviously.
exactly. Yeah, but like Sergey,
Kids see ghosts sometimes.
I don't know, like how he would have gotten up to short in that period of time, right?
Damn.
Because
Great
Sergey was
clutch,
not
though.
sure where he was.
I will say this much: a definite needed round. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. This is why I get paid.
Yeah.
It's
What do you have to say about the pistol round?
No, I
coming
think
up?
the pistol round is so important for
It's
us
pivotal.
to do
Can't
to make
overstate
the comeback.
importance of the pistol.
Yeah,
round.
like I cannot overstate the importance of the pistol round for ENCE. We have to see something really sick here, because like if they want to make the comeback, the
Yes.
pistol round is like
I'm
Okay.
fired
mwah,
up.
so
Let's go.
important.
We'll allow it.
Yeah.
What words can we use to describe the pistol round? Pivotal, crucial, important.
really, really
Crucial.
Monumentous.
freaking monumental for the comeback.
Monumental for the comeback.
Yes.
There we go.
The Alpha Omega.
with the
Instrumental.
Yeah.
The yin to your yang.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the second half about to begin. It's currently
Whoa.
12-3 in
Haven't-
favor of NRG. The North Americans are their home map, looking very strong right now. And I have to say, this pistol round is very, very crucial.
Wow, I feel like I've heard that before. That's so weird. I had deja vu.
Well,
Strange moment.
It's
Well,
of
yeah,
most importance.
I'm the announcer now. I'm going to be the
most
voice of God.
important.
Yeah, you know what? It's a sight for sore ears.
I feel like Henry's voice would be like fitting on a jazz channel on the radio. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the face for it, right?
Yeah.
So-
Oh, that's a
Right when he stepped
damn.
away.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's hard.
Ah,
He said anything I
Dude.
see a
Really
source, I'm going to lose it.
dude,
What did he
Nazi
say?
just ripped your spine right out of your back. That
What did
was
he
wild.
say?
That was a
That's
fatality.
Okay. again.
unbelievable. Just a knife in the back.
What
Crazy,
did
man.
I see a source, I'm going to lose it.
We've
Just
got a
joking with
VOD.
you, man.
No, we were complimenting
It's-
your voice. Like we were talking about how like your voice would be very fitting. You know, at like a 2 a.m. jazz channel on the radio.
Is
Like
that what he went?
soothing
That's
An
what he
tones.
said?
absolute
No,
savage.
that's what we said, and then said like, yeah, he's got the face for it.
Well, I'm going to go speak to HR.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Henry has left the building in a very somber way as well.
Literally just left. Oh man.
Henry looked like he just saw some shit when he heard that.
Oh man.
I take very much pride upon my face. I spend all the time scrubbing it, cleaning it.
Yeah.
So
You look like you moisturize, man.
I moisturize
Yeah.
3 times a day. So
What?
Really?
Really?
Without any private
That's more
smoke
than
yet.
James Barlow.
Damn, James, did you do face masks?
Once
Like
a week I
Barlow?
do.
Yeah, okay.
Nice
no, that's
charcoal.
fair.
Yeah.
Take
Charcoal.
care of
Any
yourself.
cucumber?
I use a lot of different products, lots
No.
of different potions and tonics. So.
Fair enough.
Some
Take care of
shamanistic
yourself.
Gin-
Gin and
ingredients.
tonics and
What's
potions.
Keeps your face fresh.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Gin and tonic a night keeps the bed bugs away.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, Pistol Live is live here.
Alexi B,
oh,
the
no, he goes
mastermind, he's
down.
called a rush into the B site. They're running fast as they can, 250 movement speed, 245 with the Glock. Who's counting? They've got 3 players left, 4 on the side of the CTs. They've got pick control, heavy control, graffiti control. There's almost no way that ENCE will be able to win this round unless they go huge with the trades and dink in for Ethan. They might make this happen, but it's already another ENCE player to have been dispatched from the server. A nade will go off to the left side of the site. There's one player in pit who could maybe take this fight, and they're happy to do it because they've got this advantage, and a couple of headshots have come in. They started to become a bit more pacified in this situation. You don't think the CTs really want to get into the fray at this point on. They're given a lot of opportunities for the Glock shots, but the round is over. NRG win it 13-3.
That is our caster challenge winner, Launders, who is here.
Did you guys see
if you
that
guys
cover?
want to get involved and follow him. That was a pretty good effort, actually. Not
Did
bad.
you guys see that blunder? ENCE had LXB actually ran out first there with all the utility, smoke and 2 flashbangs. He goes down first too, so they only pick up the smoke grenade, no
That's weird.
flashbangs. Yeah, that's really like it's.
Something's not
That's a bit of a brain
right.
fart. Yeah.
No,
now.
that's what I mean. I feel like it does seem a little bit of a tilt, right?
I think you might have needed actually to walk into that room and shout a little bit
Yeah.
for them to
Hey
wake
man,
up.
listen, there's still time for that.
Yeah. No. Honestly, you can just save it for after the game and just be like,
yeah.
"Come on, guys."
But you're right, has not really been ENCE's game so far.
It's been horrible.
Don't get me wrong though, NRG's been playing
Sure.
really well. Let's not just be negative, like everyone else's here. I heard.
looking at Henry. Like,
I heard there was a lot of liquid bias, even though they were getting completely trashed before. That makes total sense since Moses was on the desk. Now that's not the case.
Yeah, I could definitely tell the favorism from the way he was talking.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I would be biased too. Why not? If we had a Swedish team.
I
here.
mean, I'm biased, so
no, that's well. Well,
fine.
that makes total sense.
You just gotta be biased. That's who you feel, you know.
if I wasn't, I feel like that would be a little wrong.
Disingenuous. Just disingenuous. Everyone
Yeah.
would think you're fake. It wouldn't even make sense.
Yep.
What are we thinking here?
Oh.
Well,
They just gotta go slow, right?
I mean,
you
it's a
can't just be
force
running
buy.
forward, deagling.
So where's that smoke going from Sergey?
CT spawn?
Is that going to be a whole smoke and just a pop flash over and hope for the best? Crossing fingers?
Hope to die.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Maybe hope not to die.
Yeah, that's the flash at least. No smoke used yet.
Thomas making a lot of noise on the site.
It's a pretty
Not
damn good
bad.
trade.
Okay. No, the
Oh, they still
rotators
have the smoke on Sergey.
very standard rotates in. Bad Molotov. I mean, it's slightly
That's good.
off.
I think it burns if you plans default.
At least move, yeah. And somebody, or sorry, Alexi B rotated around to long. I don't know if they saw him, but now that he's made his way all the way over to bathrooms as well, might buy him a bit of time. Half health. Oh, he's lined it up. Is getting unlucky
So
there? Or is he on?
close. He did. It hit Daps once.
Oh, that was about as good as you can do it. Like you try to
Yeah.
peek before the smoke plumes, you line it up, and then you just hope to God. Or
And that's fair
Buddha,
enough.
or whatever the god is in the ENCE logo.
Dude,
Well,
this is
could
such
you
a
explain
bad-
that for people who
Greek
don't know?
giant. The Greek giant.
The Greek
Giant.
I just want to call
giant.
it Cthulhu. Like every time I see it.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, praise Cthulhu.
Well,
Is
that was a
ENCE
bit of a
Finnish
gamble.
word in general?
ENCE.
Yeah, does it mean anything?
ENCE is
the
the
word?
beginning of the name of the god, right?
Oh, is that it?
Enceladus is the name of the
Oh, that's what I didn't know.
of the
That.
Greek
Yeah.
giant.
It's like
It's
the-
also one of the stars of Saturn.
There
Oh,
we go.
interesting.
We're learning a lot today.
moons?
Saturn.
Stars of Saturn? Moons?
Yeah.
What's a star of Saturn?
One of the planet, I guess. A star is a planet.
Oh, I think a moon. No? That doesn't matter.
It doesn't really
Whatever.
matter at this point, Maunders. Can you do some more
Whatever.
casting,
It's in
please?
space.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah.
there.
It's an object out there.
I mean,
somewhere.
space doesn't exist, so what's the point of really getting into it at the end of the day?
Yeah, that is true. We are like flat Earth. all
I was
that.
gonna say,
Uh,
are you part of the Flat Earth Society? You
I mean,
know,
I think
who has-
I think round Earth theory is compelling, but
who's
let's be
who's
real,
got
guys.
they got members all across the globe.
all across the plane.
All right.
This is
Not working out.
I think this is most likely over.
Still a chance not to. Don't give up.
Hope dies last.
Yeah, exactly. All right, now they're gonna decide to split up. Bombs have been dropped in Monster or past Monster. That's a
just 5 CTs on that B bomb
slight
side.
issue considering the security around that bomb. But yeah, I guess ENCE might just hope to fire off a couple of shots, see if they can hold on to the AKs into the next round, and give it another go.
Henry, what do you think has gone wrong this game?
Oh, I see what you're doing there, Robin. You're trying to
No, no,
wow,
no,
throw him
no,
under the
how
bus. I
about-
can
how
see what
about
he's up to.
this? How
That's
about
a
this?
classic
This
Fifth
is
Flower
payback
move.
for
I will-
Fivich when
The
he
more
takes
you-
too long to
when
put an answer
the
in, and then
guys
you're breathing down his
might
neck.
not
No,
be
because I'll say this much, Henry.
This is what he's like. He's a piece of shit sometimes.
Oh, there it is!
And,
Wow,
he'll-
he said
he'll try-
earlier.
He spotted me
Nice
looking at my
him every
phone for a
time,
split second.
No, yeah, I've
and
been
he's
nothing
kinda
but
called me
nice to
out.
Henry all day,
There
and
we
then
go,
he says
wow.
I'm a piece of shit. So
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm just saying
compliments mean
sometimes. I
nothing.
don't think that you generally. I'm saying
No,
sometimes.
listen, I am done with you.
Okay, this is it. That's the end of the relationship. I'm fine with that.
No, the reason why I asked you was because I know that on ENCE's CT side, you were paying a lot of attention.
Oh, was I? I hate you so much. And you can say to me, he looks to you guys in the eye and says, "No, I'm not a piece of shit. It's just Henry." Like, that's his proof right there. Like, this guy, man.
No, I was just trolling, obviously, Henry. He had much more important things to do than grabbing me a very refreshing beverage.
Yep.
Monster Energy.
Yeah, very lovely lad.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which, it's all just
yeah.
fun and games, of course.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank at this moment, Henry?
Monster Energy for keeping us energized, and Sennheiser, the official audio partner.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Breezy definitely had his
They spent everything they have. They just don't have much to show
ears
for
cleared.
it.
Anyway,
It's,
back to you guys in the studio.
A couple of Falmuses. And Sergey is dinked, and it just comes down to Alexi B. He's the one last player. With a good gun, he's got the AK, but he's out. It's a 16-3. Wow.
Damn.
Well, what can you say about that one, Henry?
Not much, really.